Good evening. Welcome back to my gaming channel, Nick Can't Game, or Can He? Tonight's video is the second in our Pro Wrestling Sim series, where we try to revive the WCW brand, move along a bit in our tournaments for our vacant titles, and see how things proceed. We're going to do, for this week, Thunder on Thursday, Nitro on Monday, and then one more Thunder on the Thursday after that. I hope that you enjoy this video. I'll try to keep it brief with pauses here and there, because some stuff will just be tedious and I don't want to bore you. That having been said, it is time to move along and begin the game. As you can see, I have previously booked out this episode of Thunder. 2 matches from each of our tournaments, a couple of angles, and yeah, we'll see how well this goes. So this is booked out. We're going to hit the start show. Yes, I want to continue. So our opening segment, the show intro video package, looks like we got an 93% on the video package. Let's see. Next up, we have our announcers previewing the show. That gets some popularity increase to everyone involved in the package, and an 83% score. Next, our authority figure, Bill Goldberg, shows up to the building, and that gets us a 93% score. Our first match of the evening is only a half-star match quality, but a 67% crowd reaction. This is another preliminary match for our U.S. title tournament. We had Matt Cardona facing off against Raj Desi, who used to be known as Jinder Mahal in the WWE. Matt advances in the tournament and gets a bit of a popularity increase. Our final score was 60%. Women's title prelim match. No increase for our winner, Tessa. We had a 2-star match, only 54% crowd reaction. This was part of the tournament, so that will Tessa will move on in the tournament. Next, we have a video package about our feud between Bad Bunny and Jake Paul. The gimmicks and star power worked out to a final score of 84%. Let's see. Next, we had another U.S. title tournament preliminary match. Sonny Dimsar, who I believe was known as Akam in the WWE, versus someone called Paul Walter Hauser. Paul advances. The match was considered a dud with a 55% crowd reaction. Disappointing. We have a second round match for our TV title between Mustafa Ali and EC3. Um, the overall quality of wrestling just wasn't there to steal the show. Mustafa gets the win. It's only a half-star match, 59% crowd reaction. That is disappointing. We'll have to see how the matches grow as the tournament progresses. An angle involving Mandy and Mercedes Moné kicks off a feud between those two with an 88% final score in the match quality. Another women's title preliminary match, Daria Berenato versus Maki Ito. And we get a 1.5 star match. Again, disappointing on the match quality. Popularity increase for Daria as the winner, and that moves them on in the tournament. Second round match in the TV tournament, Mystico versus El Hijo de Vikingo. The workers really upped their game in ring, and we got a 4-star match. The crowd wasn't that into it though. Disappointing. Overall score 59%. Before the final match, the main event, we have an advertisement for the latest video game with several of our company stars appearing as playable characters in the video game, and that gets us an 88% final score for that angle. And the World Title Tournament had its preliminary match. Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler in WWE, facing off against Matt Riddle. They put in a huge effort. Booster performance because of their gimmicks. The crowd enjoyed the special entrances. They have good chemistry as opponents, and they help the match quality. As the winner, Nick gains in popularity while Matt slightly decreases in popularity. And that brings our show to an end with the overall quality for this segment at 73%, even though the crowd loved it. And the match quality just wasn't what it could have been. So our overall show quality was only 65%. We'll have to see about getting that up in the future. We gained 0.5 popularity in each of our available markets. We will end the show. Advance in tournament. Advance in tournament. I really wish I would advance everybody at once. There we go. So, now, let's advance to the next day, see what we get in our mail. Where are you? Okay. Summary, we sold 7,215 tickets. We gained 330,000 in ticket sales, and that is after the gate share clause for our workers. We had 1,819,000 viewers for an income of 293,000. We have a new wrestler accepting a contract offer. So we are going to finalize that contract. Maven was the winner of the 2002 WWF Tough Enough reality show contest. He got a contract to appear on the WWE. He was cut like 5 years later, and now has a very popular YouTube channel where he talks about all the stuff you need to know about pro wrestling and background, that sort of thing. So I wanted to see about hiring him for the show and bringing him in as a featured performer. So we will go ahead and finalize that contract. And now I'm going to pause the recording while I take a look through and see what else I need to do for my what is the word I'm looking for? How to advance my tournaments. That's the word I was looking for. And we're back with the next tournament rounds planned out here in my notebook. And we're going to move ahead. We are currently at Friday. Our next show is Monday Nitro on Monday. So we're going to move ahead to that. Okay. Now on Saturday, let's see what came through our mail. So we have hired a new road agent, someone who helps the wrestlers put together a match, and you know, works gets it a little better than them putting it together just by themselves. We've offered him a contract. He's accepted. What in the name of Krypton? One of our referees is asking for a title match? In the name of Krypton? You're a referee. You don't wrestle. Alright, I'll put you in a match, but dude, you're gonna get killed. You are going to get killed in this match. You bloody idiot. Look, you're a referee. Oh, great Scott. Okay, that was Saturday. Let's see. Our two shows, it looks like we're currently beating the AEW shows in ratings, but we are well behind the WWE shows, which is to be expected. They do have quite the head start on us. And let's move on to Sunday. Any new mail? No new mail. Okay. We are still doing very well in the ratings. And now it's time to move on to Monday and book our Nitro show. Okay. So it's time to book out Nitro. Oh, wait, we do have a new mail. And one of our wrestlers failed a drug test for steroids, and he's being sent to rehab. So he's not going to be able to wrestle for us for another 60 days. Are you kidding? 2 of our wrestlers are failing drug tests and are sent to rehab. Both for steroids. And yeah, in the promotion war between us and WWE, we are the loser in all categories except production quality. Again, that's to be expected. They're the WWE. We're still building our stars. They have pre-built stars. Let's see, when it comes to us in AEW, we've won 3 out of the and drawn 3 out of the categories and drawn 1 of them. Okay. All right. So let's book out our show. Okay, let's start with our show opening intro. Weekly show intro. And we're going to advertise 5 of our featured wrestlers for today. Okay. We're going to start with people in the main event scene. So that's Brock, who is having his first match in the World Title Tournament this week. Let's see. Okay. Bad Bunny. Let's go to our mid-card. Okay, Trish Stratus, who was in a match in the Women's Tag Team Tournament this week. Not the Tag Team Tournament, the Women's World Title Tournament. Duh. Matt Riddle, who is in a match for the U.S. title tournament. And let's see. And Mandy, who was in a match in the women's title tournament this week. Okay, we'll save that. Next we do the announcers hyping up the show. Announcers hype tonight's show. Okay. Choose our announcers. Beth and Mike. Okay. They are going to talk about the match between Brock Lesnar Hammerstone and also the match between Mandy and Leah. And that's going to be a 3-minute segment. Okay. Then we have our first match of the night. Which is going to be part of the television title tournament. And that is Patrick Clark. Going up against Zilla Fatu. We'll give them 12 minutes. Road Agent will be our new hire, Hiroshi Hase. Let's see where I would. No. Okay. So we'll name this our TV title Cleveland match. Clark versus Batu. And we'll go ahead and save that. Our next match will be the first women's match of the night. And that is Isla Dawn versus Trish Stratus. Agent Riki Choshu. Okay, we will choose the winner here, and we're going to go with Trish. Okay, we're going to go with pinfall finish. Let's see. And she's going to win with the Stratus faction. That's going to be an 11-minute match. Purpose. Let's make Dawn look good because she's going to be losing, so we might as well put her across as a good wrestler. Okay, that's 2 matches. We need an angle. Let's see. Want an attack. I want to find something where a worker is giving a promo and then attacked. Ah, there's another way I can do that. Angle at story beat. Okay. So we will have Nikki Garcia, backstage, interviewing Bunny about his feud with Jake Paul. That's that story beat. And then the next one is an attack by Jake to Bad Bunny. Violence level medium. And that's a 3-minute segment. Let's see. And then we'll have Bunny receiving medical attention for 2 minutes. Save that beat. Save the angle. Okay. Okay. And save the angle. Okay. And let's see. Our next match will be part of the U.S. title tournament. And that will be Matt Riddle versus El Hijo del Vikingo. Make that a 10-minute match. Have Arn as our agent. Nope. Purpose. Steal the show. Let's see if they have the wrestling talent to do that. This is still the prelim rounds. I could be wrong about that. Riddle. Okay. Save. We booked 46 out of 120 minutes. Our next match will be a TV title tournament match. With Bishop Dyer, who was known in WWE as Baron Corbin, going up against Cain Velasquez. Let's give this one 13 minutes. Kevin as our agent. We won't choose the winner this time, but we will say that the purpose is to make Bishop look good. And I believe the TV tournament is in its second round. Let's have a big spot in this. And have a safety team helping out. Okay. And for our next angle, we will advance the Brock versus Joe Hendry story with a promo. Are my keys not on the right? What? Oh, I can't see. Right, let's do a hype video for Maven's debut. Where is he? Yeah, I'm going to change that push. And let's do here we go. Backstage interview about Rival. do interviewer Shane, interviewee Brock, rival Joe Hendry, and Angle. That's good. Okay. All right. Let's see. We have booked 67 out of 120 minutes. We need to get this up a little. Let's go with one more U.S. Match in the U.S. title tournament. Mustafa Ali. Versus Mystico. Let's give them 18 minutes. Have Hase as the agent. Purpose. Let's try to steal the show. I'm not sure we can do that with Ali, but I think he had some trouble on our last show with that, but that's okay. Notes. Let's make it a chaotic match. And let's save that. We are now at 85 minutes. We can add up to 35 more. Let's add one more women's match. Leah and Mandy. Give them 12 minutes. Ricky as their agent. Let's have Mandy win. boxes. Okay. Okay, purpose is to make Mandy look good. As she goes into her rivalry. Okay, let's have a promo from Mercedes about Mandy. Mild risk in the content of the promo. Save the story beat. Save the angle. And next is our main event. Stone. Brock Lesnar. The winner is obviously going to be Brock. With BF5. Brock should be able to beat this guy handily, so let's only go 8 minutes. Agent will be Arn Anderson for this one. Purpose: make Brock Lesnar look good. Brock gets an elaborate entrance. That takes us to 109 minutes. We have 11 minutes we can add somewhere. Do I want to do any more promos? What about some advertising? Okay. Advertising trading cards. Mercedes. And Nick. Okay. 3 minutes. Put that right after the Mandy's match. That gets us to 112 minutes. Alright, I think that's just about long enough for this show. We've got it booked out. Angle, 2 matches. Angle, 2 matches. Those 2 matches, Angles and the main event. Looks good to me. Let's see how it goes. Oh wait. Yeah, let's do a local large arena. Because I think we can fill more than 5,000 fans. Potential attendance 7,043. Okay. Yep. And let's start the show. Yes, I want to start the show. Okay, our opening, we gained popularity for Bad Bunny and Matt Riddle. Not so much the others. Still a 93% score. Brock's popularity drops. I don't know why. But everybody else gains pop, except for Mandy. 79% on this hype package from the announcers. And our first match, Patrick versus Zilla. Patrick had to boost his performance because of the gimmick. He put in a huge effort. Patrick wins, 1.5 star match. 50% crowd interest. We'll have to find something better for them going forward. Okay. They have pretty bad chemistry. Their timing was all over the place. Match quality is a dud. The crowd had a good reaction though. Okay. Nobody gained any popularity from that one. 63% final score. Bad Bunny had an increase in popularity, and so did Jake Paul after the attack. A small few were offended by the amount of violence. Final score 80%. Alright. By aiming to steal the show, the workers really upped their game in the ring. 3.5 star match. Only 56% crowd reaction. Really? For a final score of 58%. The major spot brought the match to another level. It was still only a 1 star match. 65% crowd reaction. The big spot had their crowd on their feet. Kane gets the win. Increases his popularity while Bishop loses a little. The debut package for Maven goes over well, 86%. Popularity up everywhere. Brock gets interviewed about his feud with Joe. loses popularity for reasons I don't understand. Joe gets an increase in popularity. Final score of 80%. The crowd was burned out from such a long match. The crowd found 18 straight minutes a little tiring. They had a booster performance, a 3-star match quality because of the length. The crowd only gave it a 49%. Final score 52%. Okay, our next match in the women's tournament. Leah lost a little popularity due to her losing the match. 70% crowd reaction, only half a star in the match quality. 62% total. Advertising for the trading cards. Everybody goes up in popularity. Nice. And we get a 94% on that. The angle with Mercedes calling out Mandy. 92% on the promo. And Mercedes gains popularity, Mandy does not. We'll have to figure out what's going on with that. And next is our world title preliminary match, Brock Lesnar versus Hammerstone. 79%, 91% crowd reaction, match quality 1.5 stars. They said Brock could have put in a little more effort, but his explosive style impressed the crowd. He gained 0.7 popularity everywhere for winning the match decisively. And mild loss in popularity for Hammerstone. And that is this Nitro. 61%. We're going downhill, and that's not good. We did not gain any popularity in North America, but we did everywhere else in the world. And let's end that show. Advance everybody in the tournament. And good grief, it's 8 o'clock at night. Why are my neighbors mowing their lawn? Really? It's... For God's sake, it's almost 9 o'clock at night. Why are the neighbors mowing the lawn? At 9 o'clock at night. In the name of sanity. Okay, I'm going to pause here and see how the tournament's going. Okay, so the neighbor's lawnmower is just a little too distracting. I think I'm going to have to call it a video here. I thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate it every time you watch one of these. And if you enjoy it, please share it around. And please, as always, take my love with you everywhere you go. I'll see you all again very soon. In the meantime, please remember, be good to each other. It's the highest calling in all the world. Show each other kindness, compassion, mercy, and love. And I'll see you all again very, very soon.